For those who may not know Nicole Thea, she used to be, or she was a YouTube star. Now she was chronicling her pregnancy on YouTube, and she died at age 24 with her unborn child. She was 8 months pregnant. Now the family confirmed the death with a tweet or an Instagram post. It read, "To all Nicole's friends and supporters, it is with great sadness that I have to inform you that Nicole and her son, named Rin, sadly passed away on Saturday morning. As a family, we ask that you give us the privacy because our hearts are truly broken and we are struggling to cope with what has happened." So that's a bit of the post there from the family. She was the partner of Ghanaian dancer Jeffrey Frimpong, who was also known as Global Boga. So that's the story. Now, after the news of her death, DKB tweeted, I think someone actually tweeted news of her demise, and DKB replied, "You display your pregnancy so much. You think principalities and witches will not attack you? RIP dear. Other girls, learn your lesson. There are spiritual forces roaming and looking for victims." So that's DKB's post, and it's actually generated controversies. Like I said earlier, a number of insults. I wished I could read some tweets, but all the tweets full of insults. Let me begin the conversation with Vida. She is the lady amongst us. Vida, what was your reaction when you saw DKB's post?
I think I'll take it from how I got to know or see Thea in the first place.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of videos of hers dancing with the husband or the boyfriend. And my first impression was like, whoa, it takes a lot of courage, strength to do these kinds of dance moves, especially when you have a big bump like that. But it didn't occur to me that it's something that it's now that she's expecting the baby. I thought it was an old video or something. I didn't follow up to see her pages, but I just saw it on somebody's page and I just flipped. You know, when it comes to pregnancy, there are lots of hormonal changes, physical change, emotional changes. So I just was like, whoa, I can't do what she's doing, so I better applaud her. I've always thought that pregnancy is kind of spiritual. You know, the sciences have made it possible to break the complexities that comes with how you conceive a child. But sometimes when I see a little baby, I don't come to terms with the fact that this is a product of just some spermatozoa fertilizing a whole human being and coming up like that. Now, to show or not to show the belly, I feel it's a personal decision. Just looking at the dance moves on the face of it, I'll quickly say that it looks westernized. I mean, you don't find a typical Ghanaian lady, you know, showing the belly, dancing and all that. So you can say that it is westernized. But here is the case that they live in the UK. So in as much as they can trace their ancestry down here to Ghana, there's this kind of culture block somewhere. So we can't really push it to it. There are too many myths surrounding pregnancy in our country, and I think that it's about time that people or the elderly or those who know much about it break it down for some of us to kind of understand. With DKB's tweet, I felt the timing was very wrong. It was so insensitive because we haven't had official reports from the family of Thea confirming that this actually happened. Some were saying that it is due to the dance moves, but I think I've seen pregnant women do vigorous exercise that are nowhere near her dance moves. Some are saying that like just DKB is confirming its principalities. I don't know if they are digital witchcrafts or I don't know what it is that they are doing. But just before we came here, the family have released a statement indicating that they should respect their privacy. Those claiming that she died through childbirth isn't true. But one thing that I want to applaud DKB for was the fact that he came out to apologize. And I felt the apology, yes, he has. I felt he has on Instagram. I felt the apology was genuine. I mean, but he vowed to deal with those who were insulting him instead of constructively criticizing that unfortunate statement that he made. And you know, Ghanaians, they know how to tear DKB apart. And they know one thing that will pierce his heart is when he say he's not funny. And quickly people just started jamming on him like, you're not funny, you're not. I don't know how they wanted him to be funny on such a sensitive issue. I mean, when it comes to death, childbirth, rape, and those sensitive issues, you cannot come across as a very funny person addressing such issues, even if you are a comedian. So I think he's done well by coming up and apologizing and also sending some sort of caution to Ghanaian women to also beware of this situation. But I find one thing very hypocritical. We are here when we're all jamming to Simi's Duduke track, and her belly was out there in the video, you know, singing to her unborn child, and we were here, you know, clapping hands. We have somebody like Kokui Selome. She sits on TV with her belly, like throughout her pregnancy journey. She sits on TV and she works with it. We don't get comments like these coming from DKB or any other person bashing her. I don't know if the witches only attack you when you do it in a very sexy way, exposing it. I don't know if the witches are attracted to sexiness. But we have Kokui is a perfect example. She sits on TV, do what she has to do, and she delivers safely, and nothing of that sort is her.
I spoke to DKB when this whole issue came about. In fact, I wanted us to have him on Zoom whilst discussing the issue. Now, what he said was he had the information that Thea was cautioned to stop exposing herself because there are forces, spiritual forces, that are capitalizing on it, trying to work against her. So her death was more like prophesied, but she decided not to heed, for which reason he tweeted what he tweeted.
I don't know where he got his information from, but I think I saw a Snapchat screenshot of such a message to Global Border, warning him that this is what I feel within my spirit. It was somebody talking to him via chat, Snapchat, that this is what I feel within my spirit. Can you tell your lady to, you know, cover up a little bit, blah, blah, blah. And you could see, I can confirm if these were conversations between Global Border, who is Thea's boyfriend, and whoever was sending the message. But allegedly, Global Border was like, nothing will happen to my baby or my lady as long as I have this black face on, something like that. But if DKB had this information prior to texting or putting this tweet out, then he shouldn't have done that in the first place. Then you should know that it's even more painful to be cautioned of your girlfriend's death, and when it actually happens, you want to, you know, kind of put this post out than when you already have information that we didn't have. So that should have cautioned him a little bit to slow down with this, because it was really, really a sensitive issue. Those who did not even know Thea started watching her videos, started liking her vibe and all that, and they got really hurt that she's no more with us.
Mauli, some have said that it's a good message still on DKB, but the timing is wrong. You think so?
DKB will get mad for some of the things that I would say, but I think that he is actually living in the Stone Age with our ancestors. DKB needs to think, he needs to rethink before making some things, some statements on social media. He feels he has the followers. So followers means influence. So anything you drop will get you in the headline, and that's it, you see. But I feel that it's rather unfortunate for a comedian, for someone who is old, is not a kid, is not in his teen, and I believe he's learned a lot of things about our traditions. They say you do not speak ill of the dead. You cannot just go about talking trash about the dead. And before making that statement, the family had issued a statement asking you and begging you that do not say anything that will hurt them in their time of grief. So why make such statements? DKB isn't maturing, isn't growing. He is still behaving like he's the king of comedy. And I believe that by now, the person who crowned him the king of comedy, what's the name?
KSM.
KSM will be casting his stars by now. He'll be like, why did I even mention that this guy is the king of comedy?
One mistake.
Yes, it's not one mistake. DKB over the years.
The fact that he may have goofed.
repeating.
The fact that he may have goofed does not take away
DKB should have known better. You see, DKB is not a kid. DKB is in his 30s, heading to his 40s. Is it telling me that he knows nothing about even our tradition? If forget about everything, even if he doesn't know anything at all, he shouldn't have made such statements. It's not about timing.
Can I come in a little?
I don't even believe.
Let him finish.
I don't even believe in the timing itself. Like, why would you even come out to make such statement? Are you a family member who invited you to come and discuss the death?
You are not convinced about the reason he gave?
His reasons do not make sense. In the Stone Age, that one, it makes sense. That's why I say he's living in the Stone Age. Because today, these are some of the things that empower women. Because pregnant women, like, they are afraid to expose themselves. But here's the case, someone has dedicated her life to motivate other pregnant women to do some sort of exercise to help them keep safe and have safe delivery. You get it? So I do not know why he will come out to blame this on witches. It shouldn't be blamed on witches and wizards.
Perhaps he wanted to advise those who are also pregnant.
My brother.
Not to showcase their pregnancy.
Today, I am not sure witches are even on social media. And if you would die, it's not about exposing yourself on social media or coming out showing off your stomach. Are you saying that your mom who gave birth to you hid in the room for 9 months without even coming out, without any family member seeing her? That's stupid. I mean, how can you come out and make... Are you saying that no pregnant woman has ever come out or has ever exposed her pregnancy to anybody? It doesn't make sense.
Okay, hold on. Vida wanted to come in.
I think we shouldn't attack DKB too much. If you label what he said as trash, I think it's quite harsh because...
It's not harsh.
No, Mauli, hold on.
Nobody hired him to speak about,
okay.
about their family.
I think it's
let her make a point.
Because, Abrantipa, you and I know that these comments are not new. I mean, we've heard lots of superstitious stories in this country. You are telling me that we should hail tradition by not speaking ill of the dead. So if you are hailing tradition, why then do you want to downplay spirituality? It happens. As we sit here, there are some forests that you can't enter on certain days. Tell me that there are no witches and go to that forest on that said day and see if you come back home. Bibi will be asking.
So now, the witches are on social media?
No.
They are on YouTube and browsing? Oh, wow. I want to see their account and start following them. Interesting.
Bibi will be asking. We have to make him understand. We have to send the message out there, but not necessarily attacking DKB. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. When I see a pregnant woman wearing something too provocative, or I say, oh, come on. About paying for the and shatter the I've said something. I won't be a hypocrite and sit here and say that there are no digital witches. So I will not say a thing like that. For Thea, she is a YouTuber. She can't stay without putting something up, content up on her page for 9 months. She needs the views to get the cash. So I agree if she has to put something out there for her people. But do not let us downplay spirituality in this country.
No, I don't believe it, so I cannot go into that conversation with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you don't rubbish whoever bases his or her argument on that.
See, DKB is supposed to be king of comedy. But
I don't
now,
know why you want to link. Why you want to link it?
I'm coming.
No,
I'm coming.
that's
I'm coming.
that's what
I'm coming.
that's
I'm coming.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And attack the
Yes.
issues that-
Why do you want to link it
DKB,
to?
I'm coming. If you cannot see your own future, how then do you see someone else's future?
No, I think you are lowering the discussion.
I am not.
I
am
no,
not. I'm telling you that what
I think
you
are being personal.
has no basis.
Listen.
And it doesn't make any sense. Like DKB is just trying to trend. He's just trying to trend. He's just trying to comment on it because he knows that bloggers will pick.
If you say that, then I can.
He
I can
doesn't have any spirit.
No.
He doesn't have any DKB now. He can die any day, like all of us. I can die if when we are done with this show and I go out. However, I'll get home. I do not know. So don't tell me that any spirit told you what.
So you don't have an inner being that speaks to you?
No, I have an inner being, and that is my conscience.
So his conscience is his spirit.
When I saw the tweets, I was really mad. And the second one, the defense that he made, someone prophesied. I had that long time. Other bloggers posted long time before him. So what is he trying to say? I mean, DKB, I haven't seen his apology. But I think that sometimes he should take his time. He's overdoing stuff.
All right.
So you don't believe that he's truly and genuinely
He's lying. He wants to trend. He's lying.
You won't accept his apology.
I said he's lying.
You won't accept the apology.
No.
Okay.